So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
A radical left person, San Francisco, destroyed San Francisco. She's really a destroyer.
The presidential race between Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump is in a virtual dead heat, according to a new Wall Street Journal poll. The survey indicates a surge in support for Harris among non-white voters and a notable increase in enthusiasm among Democrats for her campaign. In a head-to-head matchup, survey shows that Donald Trump leads Kamala Harris 49% to 47%. Earlier this month, Trump held a 6-point lead over President Biden before Biden exited the race, endorsing Harris. Harris has made significant progress in reuniting the coalition that secured Biden's victory in 2020. This coalition had been fracturing due to concerns over Biden's physical and mental acuity.
Before I was elected vice president, before I was elected United States Senator, I was elected Attorney General of the state of California, and I was a courtroom prosecutor before then. And in those roles, I took on perpetrators of all kinds. Predators who abused women, fraudsters who ripped off consumers, cheaters who broke the rules for their own gain. So hear me when I say, I know Donald Trump's type.
The Wall Street Journal survey shows that Black, Latino, and young voters are now more supportive of Harris than they were of Biden, especially after his poor debate performance on June 27th. A shift in Democratic support demographics could change the landscape of states where Harris might be competitive against Trump. Increased backing from non-white voters could boost her chances in racially and ethnically diverse battleground states like Arizona, Nevada, Georgia, and North Carolina, where Biden had been struggling. In the two-way race, Harris is supported by 63% of non-white voters, up from Biden's 51% in the last WSJ poll. Despite this improvement, Harris's support is still lower than the 73% of non-white voters who backed Biden in 2020. Harris has also ignited a wave of enthusiasm within her party. About 80% of voters from each party express enthusiasm for their chosen candidate, a stark turnaround from the earlier lopsided deficit among Democrats. Only 37% of Biden voters were enthusiastic about him in early July, and now 81% of Harris voters are enthusiastic about her. Harris has secured more Democratic support than Biden had earlier this month. She now enjoys backing from 92% of voters who supported Biden in 2020, whereas Biden had retained only 84% of those voters in the previous survey. Former US President Donald Trump hosted Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his wife Sarah at his Mar-a-Lago residence in Florida on Friday. This marks Netanyahu's first trip abroad since Israel's conflict with Hamas began 9 months ago. Both Trump and Netanyahu, despite their past differences, have strong political incentives to reforge their alliance. Trump's presidency was marked by significant support for Netanyahu's policies, far surpassing that of his predecessors. Upon being asked by a reporter on the duo's relationship, Trump said it was always good.
Mr. Trump, has your relationship with the Prime Minister repaired at all?
No, it was never bad. I would say it was always good. No president has done what I've done for Israel, and we've always had a very good relationship.
During their meeting, Trump and Netanyahu also addressed the ongoing hostage situation. Netanyahu expressed hope that there would be no adverse impact on negotiations from Harris's recent comments.
Well, we're trying to get one, and I think to the extent that Hamas understands that there's no daylight between Israel and the United States, that expedites the deal, and I would hope that those comments don't change that.
Trump seized the moment to criticize Harris, describing her remarks as disrespectful to Israel.
No, I have no remarks. She's a radical left person. San Francisco, destroyed San Francisco. She's really a destroyer. She doesn't know how to build. And I think her remarks were disrespectful. They weren't very nice, pertaining to Israel. I actually don't know how a person who's Jewish can vote for her, but that's up to them. But she was certainly disrespectful to Israel, in my opinion.
The meeting underscored the enduring political bond between Trump and Netanyahu, highlighting their mutual interests and shared political objectives amid the evolving dynamics of U.S.-Israel relations.